Hello, yogis. It's Valerie from the Marion Family YMCA, here to bring us a gentle yoga class. And while I get my camera set up so that you can see me, go ahead and grab our yoga mat. Right here, I have mine. And also some water. Good to have nice, refreshing water. And also, if you have a block that you have been using, it is nice to have your block handy. Now, also, we can use towels that are rolled up or perhaps a blanket. Grab a throw from your couch, and that can serve the same purpose. And even to have two of these will be good if you need a little bit of extra lift, okay? So I will be going through some very basic yoga poses for us as we get back into a routine. Perhaps this is the first time that you have thought about practicing yoga since you've been to the Y several weeks ago now, or maybe months, and that's okay. We are going to take it very slow, very nice and easy, and I'll do my best to demonstrate our gentle yoga class today. So if you want to have some music going, I do have some music in the background. You may hear it playing, you may not. Go ahead and grab your music. That's fine to have, or no music at all. You should be in a quiet place in your home. If you can find a quiet place, a corner, or your basement, or your bedroom, just enough space for the yoga mat is perfect. So as we get started, we will come to our yoga practice with a quiet mind. In other words, we'll try to release anything that's negative on every breath that we exhale. So join with me now, beginning to breathe. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Sitting in a comfortable position. We don't have to have the legs crossed, but if you would like, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and continue to breathe, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. As we exhale, let's exhale anything that's weighing heavy on our heart, weighing heavy on our minds. Perhaps it's a lot these days, but just let those thoughts release with the breath. And as we do, we will focus our minds on something that is pleasing, something that is beautiful, real or imagined, perhaps your happy place, and focus on that visual. Beautiful. A few more breaths now. And we'll bring our hands to heart center. And then we'll take the arms out front like a stop sign, and then place those palms forward, up and down, up and down, following the breath, up and down. And now we're going to go in nice wide circles with the wrists in one direction each wrist. Pause wherever we are and reverse the direction. Beautiful. Then our palms come up and we take the palms to our shoulders. We'll inhale with the elbows coming up and exhale down. Inhale, the elbows come up, exhaling down. Inhale, bring those elbows up and exhale. Do what you can. One more. And as we pause here, we're going to now reverse the direction of the elbows. So we'll inhale up, exhale down. Inhaling up, exhale down. Nice. Inhale up, exhale down. And then we'll take our hands to heart center. Continuing now with the mini sun salutation. Inhale up, exhale down, and bring the hands back to heart center. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come down and around. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more on our own. Try to keep that spine nice and tall. And that's 3, back to heart center. And now we're going to do a gentle torso twist. Inhaling here. Exhale, twisting our torso to one side. Inhale, come around to center and continue on the other side. Inhaling to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale. Just a gentle twist and coming back with hands at heart center. Beautiful. Carry on now. Here we go with our lateral flexion. One arm up, the other comes down. One arm reaching up, the other down, following the breath. Beautiful. Do what you can. If the arms go partially up, that's perfect. You're here, you're at your mat, and that's the important thing. Good. One more each side. Nice. And then our hands come back to heart center, the source of our energy right here at the heart. Let's take the arms out to the side, shoulder height only. We're going to inhale here at center. Exhale, turn our head to one side, looking out over the fingertips. Inhale, come to center. The head turns to the other side. Inhale at center, exhale. Inhale to the center, exhale out. And last one to this side, exhaling out. Inhaling and exhaling. And back to heart center. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do a few of our cat-cows while we're seated here. We're going to round the spine, the shoulders come forward as we exhale. Inhale, let's take the heart forward, arms go back. And exhale, round the spine as we're seated. And inhale. And one more. Exhale, round the spine. Push the tummy back. And inhale. And back to that neutral but nice tall spine. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and move on to some seated poses. We are going to go ahead and take our feet out forward. So you may see my toes. Take our legs forward. Very good. All right. And so what we're going to do, remember, we're going to lift anything up that prevents those sit bones from engaging with the floor. We want to make sure that the pelvis is in a nice a nice position, and that our spine is nice and tall. So right here we are using those core muscles to keep us engaged to keep our spine tall versus the release of the muscles and the release of the tall spine. Let's do that just to observe what it feels like. Release that tall spine. Right, we come forward, don't we? Now we're nice and tall, and that's a beautiful place to be, using the core muscles. So my feet are facing straight up, and we're going to go ahead and take the arms overhead. We're going to inhale here, and we're going to exhale and fold from the top of the legs and bring the heart forward. Bring the heart to me. I feel it. I feel the love. Keep breathing now. And exhale and see if that heart is going to come a little more forward. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we're going to come back to heart center. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and place our hands beside our hips. I'm going to scoot so that I'm in the middle of my mat. My hands are going to go on either side of my hips, and I'm going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down so that I have the nice tall spine we talk about so frequently. And I'm going to push down with the hands as if I'm trying to lift my hips off the ground. Exhale and release. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Press down like I'm lifting up. Inhale. Release the arms. Exhale. Press down and lift. Inhale, release, and let's try one more. Inhale, exhale, press down, and release. Beautiful. Now we're going to do that wonderful torso twist pose where one leg remains straight and strong, the other leg is bent at the knee. We want to make sure we have a hand's width in between the bent knee and the straight leg. That allows this part of my body to go somewhere. So this hand, make sure, nice and tall spine, and I have that hand's width in between. So we start with that tall spine. The hands come around behind the thigh. I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to exhale toward that bent knee and twist my torso. As I exhale, I'm going to inhale, come back around, and exhale, twist toward the bent knee, using that hand behind to help you twist. Inhale, back to center, and exhale. Inhale, come around. Now, we're going to twist again as we exhale. And we're going to hold the pose, but not the breath. So hold that twist, exhale, and inhale and come around to center. That leg now is nice and flat on the mat. I raise the other leg so that it is bent at the knee, and I have my active leg with my foot toes reaching up to the sky. I keep this straight leg nice and strong. Okay, so check to make sure we have that nice tall spine. I'm going to inhale and exhale. Twist now the opposite way. Come back around. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale, come back around. Exhale, twist. Bringing nice fresh blood and oxygen to our internal organs. Inhale and exhale, twist. Hold the pose, but not the breath. Inhaling and exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Can we twist a little more? And come back around to heart center. And let's go ahead and do one more forward fold. Inhale with arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Now what happens is we reach with our arms, don't we, and our shoulders. Take the shoulders back where they belong, and that's when we can bring our heart forward a little more on every exhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, bring that heart forward. Inhale and exhale. Good. And come back to heart center. Now we are going to use a block or two. If you have a pillow, that may help as well, or a folded blanket. So go grab that. Take a drink of water as well. Refreshing the soul, refreshing the spirit in these challenging times. That's why we need our yoga classes more than ever, don't we? Good job. Okay, we're going to move into our butterfly pose. Butterfly pose, we bring the soles of our feet together. Now, if it helps, okay, for those of us with tight hamstrings up here, we can put a block or a pillow under the thighs to support the thighs. You can kind of see that there, okay? So if that helps, go ahead and do that. I like to scoot up just a little bit, okay? Make sure those sit bones are nice and flat on the mat, okay? Make sure those sit bones are nice and flat. And we are going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So that allows us to have the open chest, shoulders in the right place. And we're going to inhale here and gently let those legs be heavy as we exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let the legs be heavy. Inhale and exhale. And now if we want to bring the heart forward a little more, that provides a little more lengthening of the muscles on the inside top of the legs, but it's totally your call. Do what you can without allowing those shoulders to collapse. Beautiful. And now we're going to sit up nice and tall. Release the hands from the ankles, and we're going to do our boat pose. As I scoot back for video purposes on my mat, we're going to do our boat pose. So as you can see, we are sitting with our knees up and our feet are flat on the floor. Okay, so what we're going to do is our modified boat pose first, to make sure those of us who are in the modified stage have some guidance on that. So first of all, what we want to do is roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Nice. And what we're going to do is place these hands directly below the thighs where they meet the knees, okay? Now it's very easy right here to begin to collapse those shoulders, isn't it? To roll them forward. But what we want to do is to use the core, keeping the shoulders back in a nice place. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, tip. So the spine tips back just a bit. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Now the hands can be anywhere. They can be straight out beside the knees. They can be gently placed under the thighs. We can do our I Dream of Jeannie pose. Elbow to elbow, and continue to breathe here. Keeping our shoulders back. Very good. Now do that mini crisscross and let the heart come forward. The arms gently relax on either side of the knees. Oh, that feels good. And let's go back into our boat because we went out to the islands, didn't we? And now we have to get in our boat and come back to shore. So here we are, feet are flat. I'm going to roll my shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale and exhale. This time I'm going to place my hands out at my side. Do what you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Very good. Release. Crisscross, so a mini crisscross of the legs, and just bring that heart forward to release the spine, the tension in the spine. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do a seated tree pose folding, okay? Seated tree pose. So yes, some of you may know and want to practice on the tree pose. I am going to be doing a separate video on standing poses, including tree and some others. But for today, we're going to remain on our mat, and we're going to put our one leg straight out. Now the other leg, this is where the block might come in handy for us. We're going to take the sole of the other leg and we're going to put it on, I'm going to move back so you can see me. The sole of the foot is going to be gently resting inside of my opposite leg. Now, for those of us that with the tight hamstrings right up here, let's go ahead and place the block right under there and let that leg be resting on the block. So that's perfectly fine. I'm going to move mine away, but keep yours there if that works for you. So this, if we look down, is like a standing tree pose because the foot is resting against the thigh, right? What we're going to do though is we're going to do a fold forward. So we're going to inhale, come up with the arms, let the shoulders come down, exhale, fold forward. All right. Folding from where the top of the legs meet the torso, coming forward without letting those shoulders round. I'm going to have the heart coming forward. Nice. Bring that forward, that heart forward to me. Sending out my yoga love. Now, if we are able to hold on to that foot, great. And if not, we can perhaps hold on to the leg, somewhere on the leg, and maybe we want to fold and come a little bit further forward. And exhale, do what you can. Inhale and exhale. Nice stretch in that leg. And exhale, and then release, come straight up. Good. Now I'm going to take the leg that was bent and I'm going to straighten that leg. The other leg is going to be folded and then I'm going to let it, wherever it goes, I'm going to let that leg come down. Once again, block here can help us in the pose. So be confident in the pose. And if we want to use a block or a blanket or a pillow under here, the idea is to let this bent leg be floppy so that I get a nice stretch right up here in the bent leg as well. So the straight leg is straight and strong, and my toes are pointing up toward the ceiling. I'm going to inhale with arms up to the sky. Let the shoulders come down. Exhale, fold. What I mean is to come and bring that heart to me. Bring the heart forward without collapsing. Here's collapsing the shoulder and bending from the waist. We want to bring the heart forward. And exhale and try to come a little bit further. Oh, that feels good. If the hands come to the foot or the calf, if we want to pull forward a little more, we can, or we don't have to. Do what we can. Breathing. Very good. And then come up and release. Okay, we are going to now move into our final stretches. So go ahead. I want to invite you to lay down on your mat. And I'm going to turn around just for the video purposes. Lay down with knees up. Okay, so my head is resting very nice on the mat. My arms are at my side. I'm going to take my right leg and cross it halfway over my left. And I'm going to bring the left leg forward, reach through that space, and then bring the left leg to the body. We can use the right elbow to push back on that thigh. Get some good breaths in here. One more inhale and exhale. Go ahead, place the left foot back down, uncross, lift and lower the hips to make sure the spine is in alignment. Take our left leg, cross it halfway over the right, lift up that right foot, reach through, lay the head back down and bring that thigh forward. We can use the left elbow to push the other thigh away for a nice stretch here. And breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, let that leg come down, uncross. Be sure to lift and lower the hips to make sure the spine is in alignment. And now I'm going to take my arms out to the side of the shoulders, and I'm going to cross my right leg completely over the left. Let the legs fall to the left, and my head turns to the right. Let the legs be heavy. Nice, long, twisting stretch. And make sure we're breathing here. One more inhale and exhale. And then bring our knees back up, uncross, lift and lower the hips, cross the left leg over the right, let the legs fall to the right, and our head can gently turn to the left. Wherever those legs go is perfectly fine. If they come uncrossed, that's fine too. Good. Keep breathing. Nice. Bring those legs back up, uncross, lift and lower. And now we're going to do our final stretch of the spine with knees to chest. Bring that right knee up and the left, reaching from behind, and do our little tiny hip circles. Releasing any tension in the lower back, and pause, and let's reverse the direction. Beautiful. Place the feet down on the floor, and now we're going to move into our Savasana pose, our very last resting pose. We have various options for this. We can stay right here with the knees up and let them rest together gently. We can extend the legs out and let them rest nice and relaxed. The palms can be face up or down. We close our eyes and return to that place of peace and calm and beauty. We return our breathing to our own normal pace. And focus on that beautiful spot in our mind. And usually this part of our class lasts for at least 5 minutes, but for today, I'll invite us to go ahead and begin to wake up the body. Add some movement to the fingers and now the wrists, moving them perhaps in a figure 8. We'll take one knee to chest, the other knee to chest, and do some little tiny hip circles or figure 8s to wake up the lower part of the body. Pause wherever you are and reverse the direction. Beautiful. Let the feet come back to the floor. Gently roll onto the side for just a moment. I like to use my forearm as a pillow, and this is where we offer a moment of gratitude in our minds. And then on our next inhale, push ourselves up, back into a seated position. Anything that's comfortable for you. I like to keep my eyes closed. Not quite ready to wake up the body. Nice, comfortable position. Hands can be thumb to middle finger. Let's take a few breaths together here. Turn our head gently to the right. Lift the arm so it's the right side of a V. Bend at the elbow. Take the hand to the top of the head and behind the head with the fingers, and gently bring the chin forward. Beautiful. Lift, release that hand. Turn our head to the other angle, and the left arm goes up. Looking at my hand, I'm going to bend at the elbow. The top palm of my hand goes at the top of my head, and I gently bring my chin to my chest. Beautiful. And with hands at heart center, let's warm up our hands, rub them together. Place those warm hands over the eyes. Now gently release the hands, parting the fingers, moving the hands away and back to heart center. And namaste. I see the good in you. You see the good in me. Namaste. And have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining. Join me again